nights you never forget, even when you try. White walls and flickering lights, the sterile hospital glow, machines humming steady rhythms, saying things we didn't want to know. Little hands wrapped in wires, brave eyes trying not to cry. She was way too young for that fight, and we were way too scared inside. You held her close and whispered, "It's gonna be okay." But when you turned and looked at me, I saw the fear you couldn't say. We stood there in that waiting room, trying hard to stand tall. Two parents feeling powerless, staring down at it all. We didn't have the answers, didn't know what to do, so we held on to each other and let heaven pull us through. Long nights in between our prayers, tears falling in hospital chairs. She slept in our room while we counted every breath she had. We fought battles we never chose, faced fears nobody knows, but with God by our side we stood unshaken. She overcame, and so did we, and love grew stronger than we'd ever seen. Back porch in the evening light, family gathered close, sun sinking low behind the trees. No one really spoke. She sat there brave in that old chair, towel wrapped round her shoulders, tied her long thick hair falling heavy. One last time in the fading light, the buzz of that machine cut through like it was louder than it should, and every strand that hit that porch felt misunderstood. I tried to steady my hands, but I could see them shake. Your eyes weren't just on her, baby, they were somewhere in your past, remembering your own hard fight, praying this one wouldn't last. Family standing all around, tears all around, and you stepped up and kissed her head, braver than your fears. And when that last lock fell away and the porch went quiet and still, you whispered, "I've beat this once before, and we will again, we will." Hair fell to the wood beneath, but hope rose in that air. Faith stood taller than all fear right there on that porch in prayer. Months of sleeping with lights on, footsteps off across the floor. You'd wake up just to check her breathing, like you'd done 10 times before. Medicine bottles on the counter, calendars marked in red. I watched you fall down on your knees, praying by her bed. There were nights your voice was shaking, but your faith still filled the room. Even when the storm was loud, you refused to let it consume. We didn't know how strong we were until we had to be. We didn't know how deep love ran till it was all we could see. When the world felt like it was breaking and the future looked unclear, we found a strength inside each other that had always been right here. Long nights in between our prayers, hands trembling in hospital chairs, through every test and every scar, through every wish on every star. With God by our side, we stood unshaken. She overcame, and so did we, and it made our love unbreakably strong. I saw you break, but you never fail. I saw heaven meet us there when dark before the dawn. Long nights in between our prayers. Now she's running without a care. The scars that once made us afraid are trophies of the war she faced. We found faith in the hardest place. We found strength in amazing grace. With God by our side, we stood unshaken. She overcame, and so did we. And we're stronger now than we used to be. Long nights in between our prayers. We made it through.